comes in 10-foot sections, so you can go as long as you want. This one happens to be 30 feet. I have rarely ever used it in that length. Most of the time I'm cutting either 8s, 12s, or 16s, so two of the sections will just about do you for anybody that does any kind of work, most normal stuff. If you want specialty lumber, it would have to have another couple extensions or an extension. But yeah. Okay, we have the log loaded. I'm going to make the first cut. You can see that you don't take much off of the first one. It's kind of outside edge. And okay, we'll make that cut. This is the log dogs. They just slide down and pinch lock. You slide them down and stamp your foot on that back tab right there. And this one here, I've modified it slightly. It's got a locking nut or bolt so that you can, when you're finishing up, you can lock it into place. It's not so critical the first two cuts, but it gets more so as time goes by, as you start making more cuts. Alright, let's try and get this. Get one more of these. Alright. Now you want a 3120 minimum size. You don't want to go any smaller than that. 3120 is a good saw. You need to get the high-speed version. There's actually two versions of it. They don't tell you that until you start looking inside of them. That's the first cut. Throw this slab out of the rope, rotate that back. Wear out lots of boots this way. And then just give it a partial roll on the flat. Drag it back to the... Take another one off. This one you kind of want to, cut it a little bit more square into the other one, other cut underneath. Perfect. Okay, second cut. that slab. If you wanted, you could cut it into a 1x4, but I'm not going to worry about it. I got lots of food here, so. But if a guy wanted to save it, you could trim it up, cut it into a 1x4. Nice wood grain there on that. Really good wood grain, actually. Alright, this one is the where you start making your dimensional lumber. You start getting ready for it. So you roll it again to the flat, and now it comes with these ones, but I've now made slight modifications and put the bigger ones. I think that's what I'll be putting in with everything, because there they are. It gives you a bigger area, so you count back on here 6 notches. These are, each notch is an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set it there. What do I do with that? Take one of the other ones. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And then you just slide that. Where the heck is it? I can't see it in the... Ah, there we are. Slide that over. And slide it up against there, like that. Where the heck is it? There. See, it's flush. And then you take this dog, you slide it over top like this, and you just bring her down on top of that log like that, and then pinch lock it. You just give it a little love tap like this. Make sure this ends. This is going to be your 6-inch cut, so you got to make sure it's tight. There it is. Right there. Nice and tight. And this, same thing. So it's pinch lock. You just slide it over top like that. Drop it down. Give it another little kick. Ooh, my battery's going dead. How quaint. This slab you want to make, you're going to cut another log or another board out of that. Alright, that's ready now to roll and turn into 2x6s. And you can see it. It's ready to turn. Now you just turn it to the, take the bark side, goes to the back, and then you set the dogs on the front here. The dimension stops, you set them to the front to the 2-inch mark, and then just start cutting 2x6s off like I showed you before. Okay, alright, got it in place. The log's been cut. You can see the bark to the back side now. It's 6 inches deep. So now you just, I've set the dogs, or the log dimension stops to the 2-inch mark. And you can see she's going to cut 2 inches. And that's where the tip of the bar slides down inside of. It's pretty simple. You can take a lot of wood, like that's where this wood came from. I got 120 acres of it. It's nice poplar. I got some big stuff back in there that makes some really good wood. But anyway, now I'll get 1, 2, 2 and a board out of that, two 2x6s, maybe 3, and then I'll trim this one here up, cut it down to 6 inches, put it back on the deck and cut it down to 6 inches, and then trim the back side off. So I'll have 3 for sure, possibly 4 out of that log, 8-foot 2x6s. And there you have it. And there we have a nice little bed of 2x6s. I whipped up this afternoon with my trusty chainsaw mill. And that's the wood that's the slab pile from this summer. Been busy.